Hello everyone, welcome to a new video here on Let's Walk Around Stockholm. Another day, another walk, you know it. Today we are at Liljeholmen at the station, as you can see. It is again around 9 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, we're gonna go for a walk again. As always, I think we're at walk 357. Let's go outside. Let's first check out the little square here we've got in Liljeholmen. Liljeholmen Torg. It is kind of snowing, a tiny little bit, not too much. So yesterday we were in Vasastan, really one of my favorite areas, and today I was like, let's mix it up a little bit. Let's go to Liljeholmen. It's not an area that I know very well. And I think that I'm gonna walk towards Gröndal in this video. So Liljeholmen is a bit of a hub. You got the bus, you got the tram, and you got the metro here, so you can go from everywhere. You can walk over the bridge to what is it called again? Hornstull. Yes, that's it. But that's not where we're going now. I think we're gonna circle around Liljeholmen a little bit first, and then go to Gröndal. I already see a Thai restaurant over there and a pizza in front of us. Actually, no, I see two pizzerias. Here we've got the other entrance of the subway. And then we've got here Pizzeria di Metro. Creative name, at the subway station. And here we've got Pizza Brillo, and some hamburger restaurant. Yeah, there's some shopping mall here as well. Let's not go into the shopping mall. To be honest, I'm really tired of shopping malls, so let's not go in, because you know, in the end they're all the same. Oh, that's a nice name for a kebab shop. Kebab-ish. Liljeholmen. Oh, they actually haven't opened yet. So here on the other side we've got the garage, I think, where you can park your car. Yes, alright, let's go back to the front of the station, to the metro, and then we're gonna take a left towards Gröndal and yeah, see what's out there. I haven't checked the temperature, but it doesn't feel too cold. Probably somewhere around 0 degrees. Like someone was mentioning on my channel, like, oh, it's only -2, that's not so cold. And it kind of depends from day to day, really. Like, well, some days -2 can feel really cold because it's windy, and I don't know, maybe it has something to do with the humidity and things like that. It also depends what it was the day before. Like if it's +5 and it suddenly goes to -2, yeah, then it can feel really cold. But when it comes from -10 to -2, it might feel almost like springish. You know what I mean? So it's all relative to how you feel that day, etc., etc. But if it's winds, if there's no wind, that's the main thing. Then it can be really comfortable. Alright, so we got a lot of people waiting here for the tram line to, yeah, where's it going? Solna, yes. See all these people waiting here. That's what I mean with it's a little bit of a hub, but we're going this way past the main entrance. I think also there's like a high school further that way, so that's where a lot of the young people are going, waiting for the tram. So here down there you got the water, but depending on how long this walk will be, I'll probably save that for a little later, either in the end of this video, or I'm gonna do another video where I will walk from like Liljeholmen to something like Aspudden or something, but we'll find out. As usual, we'll go a little bit spontaneous, you know. So over there I see something that's called Liljeholmsviken. Right, let's wait until the tram is passing. That could be interesting, look. There's the sign. Liljeholmsviken. Let's cross the street there. Because I've never been there before. Here I can cross. I don't want to get hit by a tram line. Alright, let's cross here. Alright, let's see if I can go up here. I just want to say quick thanks to the people becoming a member of my channel. I really appreciate the support. I think we're at 11 or 12 members of the channel now. So yeah, it's really cool. Liljeholmsviken, aka the mountain of Liljeholmen. Oh, this is nice. Oh, look at this sign. It says, "Welcome to Liljeholmsviken." And then it says, "Här kastar vi inte fimpar, snus eller skräp på marken." Which is really something I like. It says, "Here we do not throw any cigarette butts, snus or rubbish on the floor." And snus, yes, okay, let's speak about Swedish culture, right? Like in many countries you smoke cigarettes, that's everywhere in the world, but Swedish has its own little variation of nicotine, which is a little pouch, a little bag with nicotine into it, and it's called snus, S-N-U-S. And let's make that the word of the day, snus. It's rather nasty and the first time you do it, it actually makes you a bit dizzy. Well, that's if you're not a smoker, of course. But yeah, a lot of people started to do snus here, especially when they had the smoking ban into the restaurants and the bars and things like that. So yeah. So it's a little bag filled with tobacco, which you put kind of under your lip, I think. I don't do it, but I've seen people doing it. And one of the funny things is that if you go to Stockholm for the first time, you see men, because it's mainly men that do it, seeing in their pants you see this little round thing sticking out of their jeans, kind of, which is the you know, the package for their snus. Oh, nice, a bit of a view here. Cool. So yeah, that's snus, the Swedish way of consuming nicotine or tobacco. I don't think it's a good thing, but at least it's better than smoking. I think. Not sure. Again, this walk is not going as I planned it. I was like, I'm going to Gröndal. Now I'm walking in the opposite direction of Gröndal. So the question is, what's this? Not really sure. So there you see the waterfront over there, and the bridge to don't really know where to, but so many bridges around here. And I must say, the sign does help, because there's no rubbish here on the floor. Cool. So nice little area. Good discovery. Okay, I can't. Oh, here I can walk through it, I think. Oh, yes, I can. I thought I got stuck, but I didn't. Okay, where did I end up? Okay, I think I'm gonna have a path here. In the meanwhile, always keep an eye out for squirrels. And also be careful that I don't fall over. Oh yes, now I see where I am. I kind of ended up behind this building, because you kind of see the tram over there at the back. Someone noticed that yesterday's video was a bit unclear, a bit gritty, kind of. I don't know if that's a word. Like noisy, you know, the image. But I think that was because I was slightly zoomed in. I didn't realize, I was a little bit zoomed in, so it should be fixed right now. Should be back to a normal 4K format. Or maybe I was zoomed out or zoomed in, I don't know. Something like that. It was some kind of setting that was a bit wrong anyway. You know, I'm not a video expert by any means, but I'm learning. I'm learning as I go. I'm learning things about, you know, audio, video, just in general, YouTube and things like that. So it's quite a nice journey that I'm on, of like discovering new skills. All right, 15 minutes later, I'm back on the street almost where I wanted to go. Ow. Ah, a little stone in my shoe. Ouch. That wasn't nice. Meanwhile, started to snow a little bit more. We'll have to see it. Maybe at some point I have to put on my umbrella here. but so far so good. See, so there we're back at the metro station, so let's take a right here. Oh, nice little gate, you know, with the stones on both sides here. So this street was called Katrinebergsbacken for the people that are watching on the map. Well, I mean, it's not that hard because we hardly have left Liljeholm station. Okay, let's look at the sign. Yeah, so this is Liljeholmsviken. There it said Liljeholmen, Alvik, Gröndal and Hornstull. Okay, let's go to Gröndal. It's basically straight ahead there to the left. Mejerivägen. Cool name. Mejeri is like a word for like milk products. So in the supermarket you have like a department, it's called mejeri. So you have like meat and then milk products or whatever. And of course lots of other stuff. It's a lot of offices here, not so many apartments around the station. Nordströms Trä. Oh, it's like a wood factory, I would say, or a wood company. Timber company. You know, nowadays things as Scandinavian timber and stuff, you know, is on the rise, because we all know that, you know, it's always a bit tricky with getting timber from, for example, Latin America, because there's a lot of illegal harvesting going on in the rainforest and things like that. So I think in that way it's a better safe bet to Scandinavian wood. Oh yeah, it is a timber factory. Or more it's like a distribution center, I think. There's like a cement factory over there. It's funny, like I remember like 6 months ago or 8 months ago when I did a 20-minute walk, I thought it was really long. Like you know, when I'm not just regular walking, but when I was filming and walking, and now sometimes I think after 25 minutes, like, oh, I haven't been anywhere yet. But yeah, I also do realize that people have other stuff to do, you know. My viewers, although I have the most loyal viewers you can imagine, especially the chat gang, you know who you are. But yeah, you guys also have other stuff to do, so like 1-2 hour walks is probably not a great idea. Gotta be realistic. Yeah, let's walk straight ahead here a little bit. So here, that's actually quite interesting. Here on the right, it says Färgfabriken, which means color factory. And there you have one of those, it's like a nightclub, I think. Färgfabriken. I think I've been there once. Here it says on the sign. Oh, more snow than I thought. You know what? Let's go in here to the right. Let's check this out. This looks a bit more, I don't know, rough and authentic. Is that a word? I don't know. Oh, there it is, yeah, Färgfabriken. Yeah, I've been there once partying, I think. It's not really in the city center, so you gotta take like a taxi or whatever, but yeah, so this is all part of the cement factory, I think. This is more like an industrial area or corner, or if you want to call it. I probably am stuck here in a corner. I don't think I can go further than it. So it's an art hall, basically. A cafe, but it's also like a nightclub. At least it used to be. Alright, there's not much to do here. Let's go back. Areas like this, where everything looks a bit older and there's graffiti and things like that, are not super common in Sweden. Like usually everything is like super fixed and painted and organized. So when things look a little bit more rough, I really enjoy it because it's so un-Swedish. Yeah, I definitely have to do a part 2 here in Liljeholmen because I'm far from done yet here. I haven't even scratched the surface yet because this is just the one side, you know. From the station you can go 4 sides towards the water, more towards Hornstull, or even to the other side of the water. But yeah, we do what we can. So this is a place called Trekanten. So on the tram line here. This is kind of a yeah, like a crossing over there where you can go to each side there. So I don't know exactly what they're gonna build here, but they're redoing the whole area. Probably they're gonna build really expensive apartments, as always. That is like a massive problem, I would say, in Stockholm. They're just tearing down everything and just replacing it with things that are double as expensive. You know, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go down to the water. That's what I'm gonna do, because I'm not gonna make it all the way to Gröndal and further today, so let's check out the water. Aspudden, yeah, Aspudden is also quite close here. Oh, I like this building. Here's a park, you know, getting close to the lake there, and I think there's also a playground for children. Usually all these things come together in Stockholm. And then there's always a school close as well, so all these facilities can be used. Like in Swedish schools, they go outside all the time. Like, it wasn't like that when I grew up in the Netherlands. I don't know how it is in your country, but with us it was like we just were inside all the time, except for with the lunch break, then we go out for an hour. But like during the day we weren't going outdoors as they do in Sweden, which is like almost the best thing of this country, that in school they learn about nature, they go outside, they spend time in the forest, etc, etc. So it's really really cool. Oh, there's someone walking on the lake there, just in the middle. I don't know if you can see, but you know, a lot of time a lot of people save so much time in the winter, because they can cross. So let's say if you live there and you work here, you can just cross the lake, walk, instead of going around, crossing the bridge. Maybe you have to take the metro or whatever. So it's really nice. Yeah, too bad you can't really see that person walking in the middle of the lake. Or maybe you can. Someone just walking his dog, like running on the lake over there. I am not a hero when it comes to things like that. Not a big fan of walking on the ice whatsoever. The reason for this is because I had like a traumatic experience when I was a child. When I grew up and I was like 5-6 years old, I went through the ice, and it wasn't actually a big thing. If you ask my parents, they say, yeah, it wasn't that dangerous. We were there and we helped you, and the water wasn't that deep. But for me, I don't know, somehow it got stuck in my head that I almost died, although it wasn't like that. So every time I see ice, or even come near the ice or a lake or whatever, I always think, oh shit, I'm gonna drown. Which is virtually impossible right now, because the ice is so thick. It's been growing since like, I don't know, November. But yeah, still it's stuck in my head. There's a lot of graffiti in this area. Unfortunately not the nice type. Not the cool murals, but just the tagging. But yeah, a lot of these buildings, I think they leave them because they're gonna tear them down and rebuild them. See, these people are just walking on the ice there. I think they're recording a TikTok, the youth over there. Yeah, they are recording something. Funny. Funny, I actually took a picture while they were in the air. I hope I managed to do it. If I timed it right, I will use it as a thumbnail. Because you can take pictures while filming, like snapshots, so. So beautiful. Great winter day. Right, I have to make my way back to the station now because I got some meetings today. On my regular job, I sometimes forget I have one. It almost feels like when people ask me like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, I'm just walking around Stockholm all day. That's what I do. But no, unfortunately, there's more stuff to do. Okay, what's this? Some artwork or? Not sure. I guess. I'm not even going to say anything anymore about the artwork because it's never really positive when I start talking about it. Yes, so I think the subway is like behind these buildings. Kind of have to go in between somewhere. Okay, let's cross the park and then go back. Yes. Oh, this is cool. This is like fruit. See, there's like a watermelon here. And a pear. This is so funny. This is the other type of melon thingy, I think. Strawberries, banana, pineapple. Oh, this is so fun. Yeah, this I like. Looks like they had added a bit of sugar on top of the pineapple, but no, it's snow. Yes, I am definitely coming back to Liljeholmen because I only did half of it. So part 2 in Liljeholmen coming, let's say, in the spring. Oh, can I go up these stairs here? Yeah, let's do that. No, I'll just go in here. Alright people, thank you for watching again. Another adventure here in Stockholm on Let's Walk Around Stockholm. I see you all tomorrow on another walk, another day, you know it. Bye bye.